services in particular. So whatever business model you have prepared, all business models are offering some kind of service with superior quality. Purpose is maybe you have identified some need in the market, some unmet need in the market, and accordingly you are proposing some services. So if you see the way humans have evolved on, once upon a time we have a agrarian society. Thousands of years we had an agrarian society. From say in Mesopotamia, or maybe Harappa, or maybe Iranian civilization, or Chinese civilization. For thousands of years it was an agriculture society where you are producing something, producing means some agricultural activity, and you are sharing among yourselves. There is no export and import related things. So from agriculture society, slowly and slowly we have moved industrial and post-industrial societies, which is you can say recent phenomena of last 200 years, 250 years. And now we are talking about we are in a service economy or in a kind of experience economy. And then in this service and experience economy, we say, basing upon yesterday's lecture, one of the building block is your know-how in terms of science and technology. And then I say that where management comes into the picture, what management does is management provides you kind of a connectivity. Management helps you in linking these blocks of factor of production, and run it in a very what we call smooth and efficient manner, effective and efficient operations. We give you more productivity. And then we say one way of visualizing businesses, I will say business of businesses is nothing but it is some sort of supply chain, where we are understanding what our customers are doing, what are their needs in downstream, and we are fulfilling these needs through our arrangements called upstream, tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, supplier 1, supplier 2, supplier 3. And within your own organization, so-called focal organization, where how you are converting what we call transformation process. Whether it is a service or it is a product, it goes through a transformation process. So in that context, you see, what you are offering becomes very important. This is man-made thing. This is a man-made island. Why I am showing you this picture? It shows the ambition of human being. It shows the beauty in the design. See the visualization. This is the tower in between, in the center, and then whole thing is this thing. For what? To create a place, to create a destination which is some kind of iconic in the world. This is in the Middle East. Which location? Palm Island, right? Dubai. Dubai has no natural resources. Dubai was a kind of desert where people are moving on one camel to another camel 60-70 years back. So they have created a destination which is attracting people. They are building service economy there, so as to improve the quality of life. Yeah. You see, and this they have created. This is value structure. So when you are saying this is your business model, remember this kind of ambition, this kind of what we call thinking, design thinking. What you are making is perfect. And you are also changing the way paintings are created in the rooms. They are not using any painting, but it is a natural painting. It is a seashore. It is a how natural fishes are in a sea. Maybe through some glass and this thing. So this is the offering because of which people are coming. This is the offering based upon which it remains in your mind. That becomes your experience, whether for one point of time or as a repeat visit sort of thing. Same is with this, you see. Anyone can identify this? China, Taiwan, Hong Kong. This is Taiwan. This bamboo structure. Once upon a time, this was the tallest building in the world. And this is coming from a very small island nation, a so-called part of China. It is a matter of debate, but they have created this thing. A bamboo kind of a structure which is very flexible. And by design it is flexible because when it is a very tall structure around 500 meters, it suffers the air blow. So it needs to have embedded, inbuilt flexibility, just like a bamboo. So they have using lot of what we call very big shape, heavyweight spherical balls somewhere in the center, which somehow controls this flexible movement. But main thing is they have created something to draw attention of the world for Taiwan. And Taiwan is known for their this economy, semiconductor economy. Similarly, this is again from Malaysia, Petronas Towers. So you see how people are coming up with some ideas which becomes the hallmark in the world. So those kind of things you also need in your business models. Something which you are offering which get imprinted in someone's mind. Same thing, this is old one. Paris, Eiffel Tower. And this is another very old one. Empire State Building, New York. So all these structures, whether it is Empire State Building or Eiffel Tower to Petronas Tower to this Taiwan, Twin Tower, all these things reflect what? They reflect human ambition. They reflect very deep thinking. They reflect very detailed analysis. And behind all this structure, there is a big homework. You require project management. You require financial arrangements. You require all sort of things. And ultimately, what for? They are become an instrument or kind of facilitating goods for offering some services. And ultimately, from those services, you are making money. That is the, you can say, you can correlate with meaning of value creation, value delivery. And then, you see, all these things are, it is an idea, it is an imagination, it is an, what we call ingenuity, it is an innovation, it is a detailed, thorough investigation from idea till final this thing. In Palm Islands, it is a very, what we call, it is not a very strong terrain. Still, they have built that structure that requires a lot of civil engineering know-how. And then, people have done it across the world in creating value. It is a kind of selfless. It is not one person's name is written there. So that sort of things we need in public affairs. Your company should create value through your business model, which is some sort of, which is iconic, which have the same amount of respect what these buildings have. So they reflect your passion. They reflect what roles and responsibility you and your business partners are going to undertake. Then design thinking also. Design thinking has become a, what we call a discipline on its own. Then you see, same thing, attention to details. Then some examples. Dubai International Airport. People say it is a very wonderful. Everything is planned very meticulously. You will not feel congestion. Probably he will appreciate T6 terminal at Heathrow Airport. People say it is not that good. If it is not that good, what went wrong? Planning phase went wrong. Same thing, Changi International Airport in Singapore, well-known airport. There is a documentary on National Geographic also. And you see, T3 Indira Gandhi International Airport. People say it is a very good, maybe it is good. But I have been to this place also. Bangkok has an old airport. I will say that 80s airport was better than your Indira Gandhi National Airport, IGA airport of mid-90s. And by the way, Bangkok has a new airport also. Then we have a recently, 10-15 years back, Bangalore airport, international airport. Your Infosys chairman was that project management team. And it was a big failure. After making that airport, within 5 years they realized its capacity is less than the demand. So it becomes crowded. So they are going for extension. Extension is costly, design gets disturbed. So what I am trying to say is, meticulous planning is very, some are success, some are failure. These cases demonstrate where we fail in planning. Then you see, this is new photo taken from new Bangkok airport. And Bangkok and Thailand has a lot of what we call so-called Indian culture in this thing. So this they have, I have taken this photo. So this is their what we call Samudra Madhuban, is there in their airport. So my way of visualization of this thing, this interpretation is this. Samudra Manthan is something like you are doing this thing. So Manthan means, I don't know, maybe I have written here. We are discussing alternate solutions. We are discussing how to create more value, how to capture more value, and how to make a solution which is so-called sustainable in nature. So that could be the probable meaning of Samudra Manthan in contemporary today's time. That is also required when you are saying you have a value proposition through your business model offering. Then this is from Indira Gandhi International Airport. Many things, if you see in this airport, maybe it is my way of looking at things, they are doing overdone. That's why I've written this is our response. We are also responding in a very nice manner. But if you compare it in international standard, we are not best. So that you should also remember when you are saying I will be offering plumbing services, or they are saying I am offering a car, something like this. People still like Beetle. Beetle is an old car, old shape. People still like Ferrari. There is nothing like Ferrari. If you had not experienced the thrill in Ferrari, probably you have not lived your life. This was a statement in some movie. I will not name the movie because terms are not that formal. Okay. So this is just way of saying this. After looking these buildings which I have seen from my eyes, so these are the reflection which I am getting. Reflections are, they are modern marvels. They have a creative design. They have a unique proposition. They are contextual solutions, technological solutions based upon the context. What is technological solution for Empire State Building is not a technological solution for Palm Island, that hotel. You require a context-driven investigation and then proposing a technological solutions. And then all these things, people say a lot of tourists come to Empire State Building or Statue of Liberty, or for that matter even your Eiffel Tower. So here comes the role of management, here comes the role of commercialization. How you are weaving services, businesses around those, what we call it, just like flower. This middle portion is the infrastructure and outer pillar, this is what we call Patents are your commercial offerings. That transforms society. That transforms what you call value capture, both for you, for the individuals, and for the society also. So, you see, it is decor of the place which is attracting you. Why people want destination wedding, I don't know why people want, but still some people want it. Maybe in Rome, or maybe in Italy, maybe in Udaipur Palace, or maybe some other thing. So it is overall experience. In service also, particularly, it is overall experience. Your service system should also operate as a self-operating system. You have to decide how many processes will be automated, how many processes will be people-driven. Because if it is a people-driven, it has a cost. If it is automated, it has low cost, but it becomes a kind of mechanical sort of things. So it is a risk also. People will say, oh, it's just like this. We are not getting anything out of it. Well thought of regulation, sustainability, and no patchwork short-term solution, as was in Bangalore airport. Short-term approaches will not serve any purpose. Your name will become tarnished. And long-term orientation, both in terms of money, in terms of environment, and in terms of social responsibility. Therefore, we require well thought of regulations to protect the rights of customers who are availing your services, to protect the rights of the people who are working with you, and protect the right of your firm also, whether it is private limited or public limited. So in this context, maybe some of you are aware of these things. In this context, we talk about, we say what is superiority. We say the superior or not that superior is reflected in terms of formal service quality. We say this thing has a very high quality. What is meaning of high quality? It is again subjective thing. You say someone is looking very handsome. There is no scale. He is handsome or 5 kg handsome or 10 kg handsome, or this place is unique. Uniqueness is not in terms of some metric criteria. It is a subjective criteria. So quality is also subjective, but many times it is objective. It is a real assessment. And quality varies from situation to situation, context to context. Despite all this thing, quality represents something which is superiority. It is something innate excellence. And there are a lot of definitions of quality which will be useful for your offerings in your business model. Quality is customer satisfaction, plain simple. If my customer is happy, they are repeat customers, it means we are doing something nice. Quality is conformance to requirement or specifications. In service business we say, McDonald's say within 3 minutes we will serve. If we are able to serve all customers within 3 minutes of time, probably we are offering a quality thing. Then quality is fitness for the use in a given circumstances. If pencil is serving the purpose, pencil is serving the purpose. That will be, there may be issues related to what kind of smoothness in that pencil. Whether it has a lead of B means lighter blackness, or maybe H. Probably I said it in opposite way. H is a lighter and B is the darker. 6B, 5B, 4B, 6H, 5, that sort of thing. Then we say degree to which a set of inherent characteristics fulfill requirements. And the totality of features and characteristics of a product or a service that bears on its ability to satisfy given needs. Okay. So, you should think of what type of quality you are offering through your services in your business model. Which definition fits your purpose? Essentially, every definition is applicable in a different. Then we say quality is, when we visualized, we say transcendental definition. What is transcendental definition is? It is best of the best. Ferrari has no competition. Beetle has no competition. Rolls Royce has no competition. F-35 fighter aircraft has no competition. Maybe it has a Su-35 or Su-57, but they are very superior. Just like Buddha, or maybe Mahavir, or maybe Guru Nanak. They have no competition. They are best in their field. In terms of, if you say in meditation, Buddha is the best. Mahavir ji is the best. Then product-based definition and user-based definitions and value-based definition and manufacturing-based definitions. All these definitions you should think about when you are offering service. Then finally we say, despite all, quality is just from the perspective of a customer. Isn't it? Then it is important to know who are your customers. So we say two types of classification. One is external customers and internal customers. And when you are saying external customers, basically they are the end user. And internal customers are those customers who are within your organization, who are part of service delivery. So important thing is we should listen to our customers. What they want, what for they are coming to us, whether for your this plumbing related requirements or automobile related requirement. What for, what they really want. Many times customer have certain needs, but they are not able to articulate it in explicit language. So you need to understand that. Then you do R&D does not mean every time R&D. It means how you are coming up with a service package, how you are coming up with set of offerings in a creative way. Design of that service package, design of your offering, and then offering it. Deliberating what we are going to offer, using all perspectives of definitions, and then producing that service, and then selling it, offering it, and then again listening. So this is a kind of cycle. And here we say, this is you, your business model, your offering. So you should listen what your supplier is saying. You want a very good sofa, but quality of sofa depends upon the kind of foam or maybe that is offered by Sleepwell. Sleepwell is a vendor which is offering you foam of different qualities, different foam densities, say 40, 50, 30. So their quality depends from which they are sourcing this original material. Okay. So this also we call upstream side, this side downstream side. That's why we say supply chain is a kind of perspective. It helps you in visualizing the architecture of your business. It's clear? Yes, sir. Then we say, this we have already said, external and internal customers. And what is our product? Product is a generic term. Product may involve service also. So it varies from situation to situation. Software may also be a product. A simply courteous bow is also a product in the form of service. Then we say, if you are offering product or a service, so in your case, accuracy of repair, timeliness, friendliness, courtesy to someone says elders, parents want some repair. Then knowledge, someone says safety issues. So So that repair person should have this knowledge, when to wear gloves, how to have use tools in a proper manner. Then freedom from deficiencies. It means every time that service provider is doing repair in your home or automobile, errors are very limited, as low as possible or no errors. Then one way of visualization, it is Kano's model. Kano was a Japanese person who has given this concept. We say customer is satisfied how much? We say level of fulfillment upon level of expectation. If we want superior satisfaction, this ratio should have greater than 1. Greater than 1 means we should be somewhere, this is middle line, where ratio is 1, this red green one. If we are above this, ratio will be higher, and your all customers, persons who are availing your service, they will always be with you. They will be your ambassadors. They will be what we call word of mouth in marketing. They will always have a good and positive word of mouth about you. They will act as a referral agents. Then, why it is important to have ambassador or a referral agents? Because if you are not doing, some other person is doing. Then customer is also changing. You cannot say that person will providing a service to only an old person. Rather than in place of old person, you may have a very young person for that matter. Young person has a different characteristic than old persons. I don't know, someone said ki I will make friends only with those, some girls references. Some lady is saying I will make friends with only those male persons who don't take selfies. Because it is old kind of thing. Selfie is a kind of, you are in love with yourself. That shows kind of immaturity. So your customer also varies from old to 20s, 30s, with all level of maturity. Then changing product mix and product complexity. What services you are offering is also getting very complex, particularly in hospital context, in hospitality context also. And changing product mix. You are offering one service at certain price, or 5 services at a little bit reduced price. So it is a mix of volume and how much you are charging is also changing. Then ultimately, there was a person called Garvin. This is from HDR Article. So he has said, in general, any context, whether it is a product based or service based, these are the key characteristics which should be there in our offerings. These are performance, reliability, durability, service, and aesthetics. In that sense, car should be very clean. Aesthetics means its design is such that you feel to own it. You want to, what we call, purchase that thing. So you cannot purchase it because it is very costly, so you are renting. That sort of thing. Aesthetics, features, not only one feature, but it is often what we call an array of features. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then perceived quality. Perceived quality. My mobile is probably not, it is a negative sense, but I own a Apple this thing, or I am owning a BMW, or I am owning a Ferrari, or maybe, and then conformance. Conformance means meeting the stipulated regulations, that wearing gloves when you are doing that thing. So these things you should think about how your business model, how your offering is providing performance or reliability. Every time you are performing, every time you are delivering. There is a book called Right First Time and Right Every Time. So that sort of thing. Right first time and right every time. That is the meaning of reliability. You are not failing. Every time it is reliably delivered. Durability, service, aesthetics, features, perceived quality and conformance. Then you see quality represents, as in initial buildings, it reflects perfection. If you have a superior name, superior brand, well-known brand, respected brand, it means what you are offering is perfect. Near to perfect. Perfection, consistency, every time. Elimination of waste. It is not that you have prepared all this, you have offered this repair service, and after that you have lost. You are leaving a lot of what we call dirt. It should be again as clean as possible. So, elimination of waste, particularly in food, maybe in hospitality, maybe in hospital. Then speed of delivery. Speed itself is a what we call, there is a different kind of what we call service requirement. We say diamond category, gold category, service category, silver category. Within 1 hour, within 6 hours, within 12 hours, after 2 days or within 2 days. So how quick you are is your competitive advantage. By the way, there is a book called Clock Speed. Clock Speed. You see on Amazon it will be available in 2,000 rupees. So that is the speed of delivery. We are competing upon speed. Then compliance with policies, doing it right first time and every time, delighting and pleasing customers through your behavioral attributes, and total customer satisfaction with the service. This should be your aim. Total customer satisfaction. Along all these features, along continuum of these features. Then this we have discussed. Then this is one way of looking at things is how you start. You start by scanning the market. Who are my competitors? Who are existing businesses who are offering similar kind of services? So you understand what they are offering, and then you try to design your own offering. How your offering will be different from existing offering, or how your offering is going to be superior than what your competitors are offering. So our ultimate aim should be offering something which have a features of innate excellence, best of the best. If it is Ray-Ban glasses, it has no competition across world. Ray-Ban aviators, you know, or Ray-Ban aviators. There is a movie called Top Gun that made these the aviators and this thing many things. Or Bosch and Lamb, or your that company which makes diamonds. De Beers. In 1948 they have coined this word. Woman's best friend is a diamond.
Diamonds are forever.
Diamonds are, though is James Bond's movie, diamonds are forever. Because diamonds represents, it is a precious thing, very strong, it comes with high price. So that sort of features you try to add in it. Okay. And then you convert it into some sort of what we call manageable offerings. So from this to this, then you are translating what you have thought of, what customers want, then real offering. Then tailoring that service. Tailoring means the service mix, service package, how it will be delivered, and then distribution. Distribution means offering it to the customer, and then again taking feedback, and this goes as a circle. So it has a this innate excellence, then here conformance to a specification. There you are set Our customers will not wait more than 3 minutes in McDonald's kind of offerings, McDonald's kind of offering. So that becomes definition of conformance to specification. And then you are offering it, then value based also. What you are offering vis-a-vis what you are charging, because that customer is going to judge your quality as well as what others are offering and how much they are charging. So that comes the cost based definition, user based perspective. So all perspectives are at the same time applicable when you are designing your services. And finally we say, despite all, there are gaps. So we in general say services can be, particularly in service context, till now our discussion was on product and service mix. Now we are saying services are assessed in terms of these attributes: tangibility, empathy, assurance, reliability and responsiveness. So every service offering has some element of tangibility. You are offering a good restaurant or food based service, but that require table, that require decor, that require a room. That is tangibility aspect. You are operating a person, no doubt it is a kind of service. It is a magic is in doctor's hand. Tacitness is experience based. If you tell some patient that this doctor who is going to operate on your body, it is his first operation. You see? So, tangibility elements matters. Then empathy. Empathy means trying to, or your ability to correlate with your customer. It is not sympathy, it is empathy. Then assurance. That service should give a feeling that you are in a reliable hands. You are in safe hands. Then reliability. Every time you are offering, or every service occurrence, every service incidence is as reliable as planned. Whether you are offering innate excellence, or you are offering conformance to specification, or user-based features. And responsiveness. Despite all, we say it is a changing world. I am also changing, you are also changing on day-to-day basis. So I have this ability to sense how my customers are just by looking at your face, small change in this thing, I am able to grasp whether you are happy or you have something in your mind or you are simply not happy. So I am responsive enough to meet your needs, to meet your changing needs through our offerings. So this is general framework. This is a service quality model, serve call. Measure in terms of these 5 elements. And every time when we say, when someone is what we call availing a service, his frame of reference is what? His past experience. What he has heard, if he has heard something good, word of mouth. And third is what image he has in his mind. What image he has in his mind. If I take my example, suppose my father purchased one Philips transistor once upon a time. I still remember that date, 1966. Still that cash memo I am keeping. So my first reference was, if it is in electronics, it should be Philips. At that time, Philips was a big name. In my lifetime, my standard is, if it is electronics, it should be Sony. And never thought about any other thing. Never thought about Samsung or LG. I don't know why this frame has fitted in my mind. If it is this, it is Sony. So, image of a product and service. All these things, your experience, word of mouth, what you are carrying in your mind, directly or indirectly, creates some kind of expectation. If that expectation is met, is okay. If it is not met, then there exists some amount of gap. Another gap also here. Actual one service is delivered, and what was your, what we call perception. There is a gap. Then there is another gap. Organization's specification of quality and your own specification of quality. And then another gap. Organization's specification of quality and management's concept of the product or service. Many times what you are offering and what we intend to offer is a little bit disconformance is there, some amount of gap is there. So this is some sort of what we call a generic model. You can also use this model. If I am offering this service or what we call quality of service in your offering, so in your business model, whatever services you are offering, you benchmark those offerings with the help of this model, service quality model, across these dimensions, and then try to find out where there is scope for improvement. So if you have any questions, please ask. Any questions? So I thought it will be useful if I look this quality related perspective in the context of your business model and what we call trigger your mind so that whatever you are offering, it is best of the best. Services has advantage that services are very difficult to be imitated. Product can be imitated. It is a Logitech. It can be imitated. But services are difficult to be imitated. So they provide you kind of what we call a kind of competitive advantage. Continuous competitive advantage. And that's why products also, they need new innovations to incorporate new know-hows. Services also needs to be adapted with the time. Your service package should change. Service package in general involves your facilitating goods, support infrastructure, explicit benefits, implicit benefits, and role of information. These 5 elements constitute a service packet which you are delivering. And the service packet's composition varies from context to context. Isn't it? So you also come with the idea of what will be your service package at the start of your new venture, and how you are going to what we call adapt your service package in coming year. When you have a little bit maturity, you have a little bit experience, you have a little bit money, what more higher quality service you can offer. That's why I linked it with these iconic buildings, because these iconic buildings are, it is not from only from my perspective, these are iconic, this is worldwide acceptance. There is no parallel of these buildings. And then people are imitating. We have also a Statue of Liberty and this thing. But it is not commanding that amount of what we call ingenuity or innovativeness what Empire State Building has, or Eiffel Tower has, or Petronas Tower has. Your approach is kind of what we call you are imitating. Should not imitate. Rather, you should come up with a structure which have altogether unique thing. Everyone, if you are starting this thing long structure 500 plus, 500 plus, then it is becoming commodity sort of thing. So remember these things when in your business models. What you are going to offer, it should have features of best of the best. Any question? So with this I end this thing. I hope this would have been useful for you. Thank you.